Welcome to Ask and Learn.
In this problem, we have a pipe system that's connected to ground through a kind of a coupling, and at that coupling, we have forces and moments that are preventing this thing from translating and rotating. So at the origin, at the reaction forces at where it's grounded, we have three components, x, y, and z, and I'm going to call that the origin. We also have three components of moment acting there to keep the thing from rotating in any direction. So in the end, we're going to have six unknowns here. We have three applied loads. One is in the negative x direction, one is in the y direction, and one is in the negative z direction. And we know, given the geometry in the problem, so from the figure, we can write the position vectors to each of these three applied loads. So we can write, we have the position of forces and position vectors of each of them are applied moments, so we can do force and moment balances. And in this case, we're going to get actually all three components will be non-trivial of each of these. So we'll have six equations, and we have six unknowns. And we can just start cranking through the algebra to find each of those unknowns. And it turns out that the horizontal component, or the x component of the reaction force, is 400 newtons, the y component is minus 500 newtons, and the z component is 600 newtons. And those are make sense because we have each one of these applied loads is in just one of the directions. So these three forces basically have to counteract those three applied loads. And now we can find the moments too, and the moments in this case, we have a moment about the x-axis of 1,225 newton meters, about the y-axis of 750 newton meters, and the moment about the z-axis, which would be actually working to unscrew the pipe from the base, it happens to be 0. And that's because the loads in the x and the y direction actually pass through the z-axis, and then the load in the z direction doesn't create a moment about the z-axis. So that's not surprising that that is 0, just looking at the configuration and the applied loads.